I find it really curious that a lot of people find it really easy to believe in things like astrology, horoscopes, um, ghost stories, things of the paranormal, which is becoming pretty trendy now, actually. And yet find it so difficult to believe that there was a man alive 2,000 years ago that could perform miracles and that was resurrected, right? Um, sure, it sounds like, wow, no way, no way. But when we think about all the little miracles in life every single day, like such just breathing, having the perfect amount of every chemical to sustain our life. There's so many different little miracles, and I don't want to get too cheesy, but I'm serious. Like, it's so easy to believe that if I like get a tarot card reading or go to a medium, they can tell me things about my future, when you can do that on your own if you go within, right? And it's so easy for us to believe that, like Julius Caesar in our textbooks, okay, we learned that he ruled the Roman Empire until he was assassinated March 15th, the Ides of March. And it's still recognized. I don't know if it's still in textbooks, but I haven't been to 8th grade in a while. But it was in there, and we know now that a lot of things that we learned in history were distorted and not 100% accurate. But the underlying characters, like Julius Caesar, was still 100%, right? But we can agree that he was a Roman dictator. And so why, and he was before the age of Christ. He was around 44, 42 BC. So this is even pre-Jesus. And yet it's so difficult for us to grasp that some man walked the earth and said, oh yeah, by the way, I've been kind of preparing my whole life, all 30 years to tell the public this, even though I knew that most people were going to hate me for it and it's probably going to get me killed. But I have a job to do, and it's for you, by the way. And yet people still go to rely on horoscopes that are maybe accurate sometimes, maybe not, probably not. And I was big into this stuff too before. And yet we have millions of testimonies from people that their life went from in the gutter, like murderers in prison, drug addicts on the street, to all of a sudden clean, peaceful, abundant. And the common denominator in all of them, in all these testimonies, is giving their heart to Christ, right? Like, I don't know, whether you believe or not, I would say it's kind of, I don't know what word I'm looking for, foolish to not even give it a chance. Like, just because you don't want it to be right, you don't want to be wrong, is that a good enough reason to not have an overall better life for eternity? I don't know, I think that's a pretty small price to pay. I'll be wrong. I love being wrong. That's how you learn, right? But yeah, I don't know. I just got that right now. And food for thought.